Hello guys, I'm Gaming and I'm reacting to Parents Force Kid into Being Child Star by DharMannStudios. As well as the links to the channel in the video in the description. And as always, let's begin.
And that's
Shall
why
we?
I choose the Brain Boost Bar. Tastes like candy, works like magic.
No. Delete that footage now.
Cut!
Dylan, I said to either chew with your back teeth or smile with your mouth closed.
Sorry, I was just following directions.
I will not risk having the Dylan Daniels seen as anything less than picture perfect. He's gonna be the next teen heartthrob in a few years, but not with a smile full of crap.
The client wanted him to take a bite and smile just like he did.
I didn't want him to take a bite at all. So this is a compromise. Remind your client about how many of these disgusting bars they are going to sell because my son is advertising it. Capiche?
Seems like you're always working, huh? I mean, don't get me wrong, you're a talented kid, but do you ever get a break?
You will not believe who just got an audition for a series regular on a Netflix show. Gotta call the accountant.
Thanks for showing me around campus. Being a new student is...
Oh, no. It is new kid, not new student. Ugh.
Fix your posture. You look like an awkward shrimp.
I'm standing like this because I'm exhausted. Can we take a break, please?
No, we are doing this till you get it right. This is a series lead.
We are talking major bucks here. And do you know who just signed up?
Are these two his parents or his adopted parents? Like, what are they exactly? Because it doesn't make sense. How can a black kid result from two white people? How? Like, I'm now being confused. Who's the parent and who's the worker? Like, genuinely, what? Like, I know that genetics can pop up later in the generations, but it's not something as big as skin color. No, like, it's like most of the time it's recessive traits, not a dominant trait like skin color. I'll tell you that much. Like, really? Anyway.
We are talking major bucks here. And do you know who just signed on to this project?
Russell Grant.
He's got like 3 Emmys and an Oscar.
Okay, so come on, let's take it from the top again and get it right this time, all right?
But I can't get it right unless I have my break. Please. My acting coach calls this rehearsal fatigue.
I've never heard of that, okay? Let's go again from the top.
Can I get a hot dog?
You're kidding, right? You can't eat that crap. You're on a special diet. We need to keep you in perfect shape.
Okay, I'll go back to this because, like, I genuinely want to comment, but for some reason I couldn't. But anyway, like, let's go back to this.
My acting coach calls this rehearsal fatigue.
I've never heard of that, okay?
My doctor calls it depression. I've never heard of that. Okay, let's be honest. It's kind of real, isn't it? Like, the moment I heard this, I was like, yup, the same thing. The same situation as depression, where the parents don't acknowledge it. The same exact situation. Anyway, back to where we were.
Right? You can't eat that crap. You're on a special diet. We need to keep you in perfect shape.
Elephants are always my favorite. My birth parents always took me to the zoo to see them.
Oh. Here we go again. Another sad monologue about his dead parents.
Yeah, I knew it. The moment I saw their skin color, I knew there's no way in hell they would have been his biological parents.
Can I get a balloon animal?
No. We are not wasting our money on those clown constructions. We'd be better use that money for classes or new headshots.
But you guys never even take me to the zoo.
Dylan, so great to run into you. I see you've been busy with all the movies. This is Penny, my daughter.
Hi.
Hi. This is the boy whose case I handled.
Thank you again for matching us with him. Life has been a complete dream since we adopted Dylan. Isn't that right, Dylan?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, no way, you're Dylan, Daniel.
Can we get a photo with you? I don't really.
Of course, but it's $25 a photo. Oh, we never say no to photos.
Yeah, of course. Do you have Venmo? Oh, yeah.
Isn't it a little weird that they charge for photos? Like, why would they charge for photos? Like, a person encountering their celebrity is already like is already rare enough. No celebrity would tell their fans, "Oh yeah, it's $25 a photo." Why are you charging for a photo, buddy? Like, I know it's his parents, but like, I genuinely want to ask them, why would they charge for a photo? Like, if your fans meet you, you've gotta treat them with, you've gotta give them good treatment, because after all, they're the reason you even have your popularity in the first place. Just give them good treatment, take a photo with them, no need for them to pay cash. Like, why would they need to pay $25 a photo?
Yeah.
Rise and shine, kid. You got a lot of work to do.
What's going on?
The new series takes place at a performing arts school, and your character is an undercover agent. So, we signed you up for a few lessons, because casting, they're gonna want to see skill clips. So, chop chop! Come on. First off, you're going to be taking.
Yeah, no, I'm not dealing with that.
Gonna need an update.
And that's why.
What the? I did not want to press that button, but like, anyway. Taking a toll, he needs rest.
Excuse me.
Yep.
Making them.
Yeah, look, I don't care. Like, I'm gonna tell you the motto on this channel. Like, you know the motto of it's not about the destination, it's about the journey? Well, guess what? Here, in this channel, especially when it comes to scenes like this, I say it's not about the journey, it's about the destination, buddy. I do not care. If I think a scene is important and could be wasting my time, I'll skip it, and I do not care. Like, before, I paused the recording and watched it, but then I realized, wait a minute, these scenes aren't even worth it. Like, yeah, basically, if you weren't focusing and this is your first time watching this video, like the video itself, not mine, overall, like, basically, they were making it take lessons, physical, and casting and stuff like that. He got tired. The doctor is saying that he should rest, but then they don't take the doctor's word seriously, blah blah blah. Anyway.
Fresh off the lot. Isn't she a beauty?
You got a new car?
Oh, just a little celebratory purchase, and she just got a call back. We thought it made sense to treat ourselves.
Shouldn't I be getting something to celebrate?
Ourselves? Who's ourselves? Does that include him?
Isn't that my money?
Do you have any idea how ungrateful you sound right now? We're the ones that took you in and gave you these opportunities.
Oh boy. Might as well do this, huh? Oh yeah? Well, you're the same ones who are abusing him, taking advantage of him, making him work all the time, while doing none of the work, ignoring the doctor's advice when he told you. No, it's not even advice, straight up orders. Ignoring the doctor's orders when he told you that you should take a rest. All of that for profit that goes strictly to you. And now you're saying that he's ungrateful? Like number one way of guilt tripping. Anyway.
Without us, you would still be a little nobody orphan in a foster home. Think about that. Okay. Come on, let's go for a ride.
Got that laser focused look about you? Remember the Daniels boy? The most famous case to come through here? Yeah. Well, I ran into him a couple weeks ago. Something seemed off. So I looked into his file. And I'm requesting a visit.
Patricia should be here any minute, so we're gonna need you to put on your acting hat and act super chipper. Got it? None of that sad boy stuff you pulled at the park.
Yeah, look, if that woman acts dumb and ends up believing their act, I'm gonna genuinely get mad because, like, that woman works at the orphanage. She shouldn't. Okay, is that an orphanage or a foster home? Like, anyway, it's basically like the same thing, right? So basically, like, if that woman doesn't realize that this is an act, I'm gonna explode because of the fact that she's from an orphanage. She's either heard of or seen enough cases about abusive parents pretending that everything's fine. Like, tell me, how many cases have you heard of, whether it's from the orphanage, or whether it's foster parents or biological parents, about how whenever someone from the orphanage, for in the case of foster parents, or someone from CPS in the case of biological parents, how many times have you heard of parents making their kids act as if everything is fine and stuff like that, making them basically on their best behavior? How many times have we heard of that? Way too many times for this type of trick to work. Like, of course, we have the hindsight of seeing them doing this, but at the same time, we have seen it more than enough times for us to know from their previous behavior that it wouldn't be far-fetched for them to do something like this.
Yeah. So let us see that $1 million smile. That a boy.
Oh, smile.
Patricia, welcome. Come in.
Thanks for letting me swing by.
Yeah, take a seat.
Thanks for coming. Sit down. Nice to see you.
Dylan. Wow. Don't tell me you did all this for me.
Oh, please, it is the least we could do for...
Okay, first of all, why would she tell them that she's coming over? This is like saying that CPS will tell the abusive parents to come over. That they're coming over. Like, that's the last thing you'd want to do. When you're telling someone that you're coming, they can easily hide the fact that they're basically abusing Dylan, for example. Like, think about it. Like, for example, when CPS goes in, to abusive parents' homes, they go in suddenly to catch these parents in the act. Because if they told the parents, hey, we'll be coming in at this day and this week, then the parents could easily just tell their kids to act normal, to act, that there's nothing wrong, so that CPS leaves. Like, this type of stuff never works if you tell the parents beforehand that you're coming over. It only works if they're surprised, because again, they won't be able to tell their kid to suddenly act it up if they don't have time to tell the kid. Like, you know what I mean? Anyway.
Giving us the light of our lives.
So, how's your first year as an official family been?
There aren't words.
How you been selling it here, Dylan?
It's been great. I really love it. Mom and Dad are the best.
I know.
Wait, is it me or does that sound a little too robotic? Like, I'm not saying robotic as in his sound sounds robotic, but like his attitude, his tone sounds really robotic, as if he's told to maintain a certain tone. Like, those robot type things whether they look like robots or look like humans. You know how you can tell instantly by the fact that they keep a tone, like, no matter what? Like, they keep a tone no matter what. Like with humans, for example, there are gonna be some alterations. Your voice, unless you're the type of person who's really calm, is not gonna stick in the same exact place. It might do alterations a bit. Now, honestly, I'm guessing a bit, but like, if you know what I mean, like, basically, your voice won't be sticking at a specific tone exactly. Like, it of course sticks to that tone, but it might alter itself a bit. You might become louder, you might become more expressive, stuff like that. But when you keep a certain tone like this, without any changes, I start to become a little worried. Anyway.
Mom and Dad are the best.
I never get tired of hearing that. Mom, Dad.
I feel like even she can tell that this is acting. Like, the mom herself barely hides it. Like, who acts like that?
Oh!
No. Dylan, you know you're not allowed to have any of that stuff.
Rick, can you go get Dylan's veggies and fruit from the kitchen?
Sure.
Did Dylan develop any kind of gluten allergy or?
Oh, no. He's just on a special diet because he is in training for a very important role.
Did you book something?
Oh, no, not yet. But he made it to the next round. They have asked him to come in for a screen test next week.
Yeah, look, let me tell you something. For a kid his age, he probably wouldn't need to do that much of a special diet. Because I want to ask, is he supposed to maintain his weight or lose it? Because here's the thing. At his age, he would need a hell of a lot of calories for him to gain weight. Now, honestly, in America, it doesn't seem that hard if you only eat processed foods. But, like, if they allow him to eat treats every once in a while, it's not gonna do that much of an effect. Because the moment you reach the ideal weight, where losing any more weight is kind of dangerous. The moment you reach that level, there's no point in you doing that much anymore. Because, again, like, he's a kid. He burns way more calories in a day compared to them. That's why I say that them making him rely on healthy stuff this much just simply doesn't make sense. Because again, like my man, like you could just eat those without really gaining that much weight. And even if he gained weight, the amount would be so insignificant that maybe it's significant enough to show up on the scale. But would it show up within your body? Like, would it be visible? No, it wouldn't. It would not. Anyway.
Congratulations. That's fantastic.
Thanks. I couldn't do it without them, though.
I know.
Well, if you have some time, it's my daughter's birthday, and we would love to see you there.
I love that.
I'm not sure that we can,
Well, I would be concerned that there might be fans there, and we don't want to take away from you.
Yeah, don't worry. I'll make sure every picture with Dylan is $25 each.
That's funny.
He's just so busy with lessons and rehearsal and...
Yes, I just figure he's 12, right? So he can do regular things as a kid. Unless you're treating him as an adult.
No. We would love to go. Thank you.
Yeah, let's be honest. These two are bad at acting. I'm obviously talking about the characters themselves and not the actors. They're doing their job really well. But, like, the characters themselves are not acting that great. Like, I am telling you, someone would be able to tell that something's fishy, that something isn't quite right. Because, like, if you really think about it, they're giving this kid adult responsibilities without giving him the benefits of being an adult. Like, for example, is he in control of his own money? Nope, they are in control of all of it. Which, again, like, it doesn't make sense because, look, let's be honest. Like, yeah, the whole thing about parents, parents basically being the one owning the money until the kid becomes 18 makes sense because, of course, kids can make impulsive decisions. But I want to ask you guys, like, does it go as far as the parents buying stuff with that money without the kid's permission? After all, it's his money. Like, imagine, you don't even have to be 12. Imagine being, like, 14, 15, 16, something like that. You work a part-time job, but then your parents decide to take that money from you and buy something for themselves. Do they have the right to do that? Like, yeah, the money might technically be theirs because you wouldn't be an adult yet in that case. You would still be a minor. But, like, again, shouldn't it be at least done in a way where the kid still has some authority? Where he can at least say, no, I don't want this to be spent on that, for example? Anyway.
Oh, no. We would love to go. Thank you.
We're just a little overprotective of our little guy here. Oh.
Okay, she knows. I'm not gonna repeat myself.
Okay, so we will pick up in a couple hours, okay?
You're not staying? I thought we could spend some time together.
You want to spend time with us? Then get back to training. In the meantime, we've got some shopping to do. Come on, babe.
Dylan!
so great that you made it. Where are your parents?
They had a run.
Oh,
Where do I put the gifts?
I take that. Why you don't go play with some of the other kids?
Come on, we're playing cornhole, and I need a partner.
Yep, I do not care. Nope.
My favorite cake, like, ever.
Nope. If you guys want to know why I'm skipping this, because first of all, I don't think it really matters in the grand scheme of things, and second of all, I do not want to get copyright claimed. Like, I'm telling you, DharMann single-handedly made me lose trust in music. Every time, like, at this point, I can't even tell what music is copyrighted and what music is public domain. Like, every time I let my guard down and let a scene with music I've never heard before come up, every time I end up getting copyright claimed. Like, if I'm not wrong, wasn't the video before the latest one this recording copyrighted? I think it was. Like, copyright claim, like, bruh, the DharMann single-handedly made me lose trust in music to the point that I don't want to do any of this. Oh, okay, good thing I didn't press the 0 button.
Kid, you're only young once. And I don't know if this will cheer you up. And I know it's my daughter's birthday, but I got you a little something.
Yeah. Go to the zoo, the arcade. Oh, now he's explaining what happened to his parents.
Not this close to the screen test, it's not. Sorry, but we have to run. Thanks for having him.
This is his.
Bye, Patricia.
Bye.
Come on! Pick up the pace! The faster you move, the faster we can all go home.
You have 4 more laps. Was all that junk food worth it?
Let me guess, they're making him do the laps because he's eating junk food, I guess? Like, again, these parents are forgetting one very, very simple fact, which is kids actually need a lot of calories to stay fit. Now, when I say stay fit, let me explain to you what I mean so you don't get confused. What I mean by stay fit is not gain weight nor lose weight. If they stay fit, which means that they don't gain weight or lose weight, like, they would, like, mind you, especially because, like, he's not a kid like 8 or 9, he's like 12. He's very close to hitting puberty here. And I'm telling you, like, at that age, it's the age where your body will be needing, like, the most amount of calories. Like, of course, when you turn 18 or 21, I don't remember when it was exactly, but after that age, your metabolism slows down a lot, no matter how fast you are. And of course, some people will still have fast metabolism, some people will still have slow metabolism, but all of us slow down after, like, 21, I think. But for him, like, he's a kid, which means that he's had one of the fastest rates of metabolism in his life. Like, I guarantee you, that junk food will not make a dent on his body. You'd need a lot more than that at a much faster, at a much more of a rate for it to make a difference. Anyway.
You good? Oh, hi. Yeah, I'm just doing some digging.
What are you digging for, a mine? Never seen you like this.
Something's up with Dylan.
Didn't you just do a visit?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I need something concrete, you know. He's not safe there.
I'll help.
Will you cut it out?
You better put those nerves aside and pull yourself together.
This is no time to joke. And don't slouch. I hate when you slouch.
You are already a star, so you got a leg up on them. But you have to wow them in there. Failure is not an option.
Dylan Daniels? You can follow me.
And action.
I've never known you to fail a mission.
You never let me think it was possible. Now, did you?
You got something else you want to say?
Maybe.
Well, go ahead. Go for it. Spill it.
What's the point? You don't listen. That's my job, isn't it? I'm so tired of this.
Tired of...
This. All of this. You know, sometimes I have to remind myself that I'm even human. Because you treat me more like an avatar in a video game more than your own son.
I have a question. Why do they do this every time where the acting or like the scene that they're doing is very similar to his actual situation? Like, I know that this helps with the storytelling a bit and stuff like that, but like, I honestly hate it because like, yeah, I haven't seen it that much, but I hate the fact that every time I see one of these videos, I immediately think of that cliche. Like, if I immediately think of a cliche the moment you do it, you know you've done it way too much. Anyway.
Myself that I mean, every decision I make, I do with you in my ear. But I never asked for this life. I don't like this life. But here I am, existing in it. Not living, just existing. Because of you, for you. I don't even know what it means to be a kid, to be normal.
Stanley, just...
Do you even love me? Look at me. I said, look at me. I may have failed the mission, but you failed me as a father.
And cut. Whew. Great job, Dylan.
You was amazing.
Thank you.
Wait, let me see that again.
You was amazing.
Thank you.
Not joking when I say this. This is probably the most genuine smile they have ever shown. This is ironically... Wait, no, why would I say ironically? This is unironically the most genuine smile they have ever shown. Like before they looked like they were fake. But this time it looks like one of the few times where it genuinely feels real. When it feels like they're genuinely happy, they're genuinely smiling, you know what I mean?
Congratulations, Mrs. Star Daniels.
What's going on?
You got the role. Think of all we could buy with that money. 75K per episode.
And I think that is just the beginning.
You know, you have every right to just be a kid.
I'm not taking the role.
What? What did you just say?
I'm not taking the role. I'm not doing it.
Are you joking? What, have you become method now?
No, I'm serious. You guys weren't acting for me. I just want to be a kid, not some child star.
You ungrateful little brat! Do you have any idea of the money that we have sunk into training for you to get this gig?
You know what? You are taking this series, okay? Whether you like it or not. Do you hear me? Who is that? Stay right here. We will talk about
CPS.
this in a minute. What?
Hi, I'm with CPS.
Got it.
Are you Carrie and Rick Daniels?
Yes. Why?
What's going on here?
You've been reported for forcing a child to do acting jobs against his will, for forging a doctor's signature on medical forms, for using emotional manipulation and verbal abuse, and for using physical exertion for punishment. Those things are all violations of parental standards, but they're also violations of the law as well. You're being placed under arrest for child endangerment, forgery, emotional abuse, and unlawful child labor.
Dylan, tell her that isn't true.
Come on, buddy. Tell them about how well we treat you.
Yeah, let's be honest. If you're gonna get that desperate, you might as well have lost your dignity. Like, these two could have left with their dignity, but they decided to throw it in the garbage, just like a body being thrown violently. Like, I don't know why, but I remember a clip where a body gets thrown. I don't remember if it was at the garbage bin or at the wall, but like it was thrown in the most violent way in existence. There wasn't blood or anything, but like thrown in the most funny way in existence. Like, that would be their dignity, because like, if you're getting so desperate to the point that you're basically begging your kid to lie, yeah, that ain't gonna work.
Oh. I'm done pretending for you guys.
Wait, hold on. What is... Stop.
Guess I'm going back into the system.
Says who?
Patricia, you did this for me?
You know, this is the perfect way of actually doing it, because the only reason this worked is because of the fact that it was surprised. Like, imagine that you were called by CBS and told, hey, we're gonna visit you tomorrow. My guy, like, they're gonna easily pretend. After all, one of the easiest ways to catch abuse, whatever it is to always catch the person in the act instead of telling them that you're arriving. But anyway.
What are friends made for?
If I'm not going back in the system, where am I going?
You staying with me?
Okay, I should have known that we were done, but like, I feel like the only reason this fell short is because I skipped like half the video, right? But like I showed you, here it's about the destination, not about the journey. Like, yeah, be watching those parts would have fleshed it out a little more, but like, let's be honest, did it make a difference? Nope. That means I do not care, and that means I saved your time. But anyways, so onto this video, like, I would say that I honestly don't feel like anything's wrong with it. Like, this is one of the few modern, okay, I won't say modern because modern feels a little too broad. This is one of the newer DharMann videos, at least as of this recording, where it's kind of long. Like, 19 minutes is not the shortest DharMann has went. He's went like 15 minutes before, and yet it doesn't have a single contradiction nor a coincidence. Because like, I'm telling you, those videos are a dime a dozen nowadays, especially for them to be kind of good. Because like, I am telling you, nearly every video that was somewhat good either had a coincidence or a contradiction. And trust me, like, I don't know how DharMann even came up with contradictions. Like, if you guys have been watching me for a while, you would know that I was only criticizing DharMann for doing coincidences before. But now I'm including contradictions as well, because he was making contradictions in incredibly stupid areas that would have easily been fixed. But anyways, like, I would say that what I like is the fact that they're basically the abusive parents done in a way that feels realistic. Like, you know, like the tactics they pulled feel like tactics that you would definitely see actual abusive parents pulling. Like, they're not being unrealistic here, right? Like, for example, the moment the child questions them, they immediately say that the child is an ungrateful brat, and the child usually believes them because the child never thought that what's the difference between ungrateful and grateful. What's the difference? Like, the child never saw the difference for him to understand. You know what I mean? And like, that's what, like, if I'm gonna say anything, is because this might be the first time in a while, maybe even ever, where I actually say what I like about the video rather than what I don't like about it. Like, genuinely, like, I remember most of the time I say what I don't like about it, but this time I feel like I've gotta say what I like. But I have a question here. Like, this isn't more of criticism, but rather a question, because I honestly don't know how it should be done. Like, tell me. Like this woman right here. This woman. Like, when she came to them, is it normal for that visit to be announced, or should it be sudden the same way that the visit from the CPS was? Like, honestly, I don't feel like I have a right to criticize it because of the fact that I honestly don't really know how it's supposed to work. Like, CPS, I know that obviously requires it for it to be a surprise, because the whole point is you ambushing them in the act, and the easiest way to do that would be without them knowing that you're coming over. But when it comes to that woman, oh yeah, well, her name was Patricia, right? Wasn't her name Patricia or something? I need to check. Wasn't her name like Patricia? Yeah, Patricia. Okay, now that I'm back, I would say that like I really have a genuine question here. Because I honestly don't know enough for me to tell. So tell me this, like, is it normal for Patricia to tell the family beforehand that she's coming over, or what? Like, is it normal for her to do that? Like, is it normal for people in her place to do that, or is it like CPS where she's supposed to barge in? Like, I genuinely need to understand. And also, like, I would have honestly criticized her, but I still like that they did it with her, that they did this with her, where she could tell from the get-go that something was up. She could tell from the get-go that something was up with the Daniels family, because, like, genuinely, like, aren't they Daniels family? Yeah, I think they are. So, like, there was something up with the parents, because, like, I would have honestly criticized her because, like, she works at the orphanage. She definitely knows the signs of abusive parents. So it makes sense for her to, you know, see the signs. Like, honestly, I'll give her... the only reason I'm giving her that is because Dhar Mann sunk my expectations so low to the point that I'm praising her for stuff that's supposed to be logical. How far we have fallen that I praised her for something that's supposed to be logical that I definitely would have criticized her for if she didn't do otherwise. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. On the left is my most recent video, on the right is the video YouTube comments. As always, the links to the channel and the video are in the description. And as always, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.